Hello guys, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Hope RBI. In this lecture, I'm going to talk about the most important sources which I'm going to use for the preparation of Nabard Grade A examination for the year 2022. I took this examination way back in 2018, but I failed miserably because I did not prepare for this exam. But now I have decided to wholeheartedly prepare for this exam for the very first time. To actually get to know about this exam, I needed to know the pattern, I needed to know the sources which should be used. So I needed a research of about 3 to 4 days, and after that I concluded all the sources, and I'm going to discuss everything here with you guys. If you feel like all these sources are very beneficial, you can definitely adopt them. And if you think that I missed important sources, you should definitely let me know down in the comment section so that my preparation also improves for this exam. So let's talk about the pattern first. This examination is conducted in 3 phases. Phase 1 is the preliminary phase, phase 2 is the mains phase, and phase 3 is the interview phase. For the phase 1 or the preliminary examination, you have 8 sections. But the good news is out of these 8 sections, the 5 sections are qualifying in nature. So every aspirant who is not comfortable with quantitative aptitude or reasoning or English, they have a little bit of advantage here, because the sections of reasoning, English language, computer knowledge, quantitative aptitude, and decision making, these 5 sections are qualifying in nature. That means you only need to actually get the qualifying marks or the cutoff marks in these subjects. You don't need to score way beyond the cutoff, because they will not eventually be contributing towards your selection in the mains examination. But the main subjects that you need to put more focus on, that you need to score more on, is the general awareness section, economic and social issues section, and the agriculture and rural development section. These 3 sections should be prepared very vigorously, and you should score way beyond the cutoff in order to get yourself into the mains examination here. Okay, let's talk about the time. There is a composite 2-hour time, and 200 marks of paper will be there, but the cutoff will be the overall cutoff, or your selection towards the mains examination will be decided only by the 3 subjects: general awareness 20 questions, economic and social issues 40 questions, and agriculture and rural development 40 questions. Remember this. So these 3 subjects are basically called the merit sections. Moving on to the mains examination, it is almost similar to the RBI grade B phase 2 examination. So paper 1 is the general English, same as the RBI grade B. Descriptive section, yes, 3 questions will be there, same as the RBI grade B. 100 marks paper, 1.5 hour timing, same as the RBI grade B. The paper second is the economic and social issues, but certain people actually asked the Nabard organization via RTI that is the agriculture and rural development included in that? So the answer was yes, it is ESI plus ARD. So ESI plus ARD is the paper 2. 2 sections are there, like RBI grade B phase 2, objective section and descriptive section. Objective section 30 questions, 50 marks, and 30 minutes timing, same as the RBI grade B. And descriptive questions, type also, 6 questions will be there, 3 questions 15 markers, 3 questions 10 markers. For 15 marks, 600 words are allotted. For 10 marks, 400 words are allotted. But there is a slight change in this exam, that out of these 3 questions, one will be a compulsory question. You compulsorily have to attempt that question, and in these 3 questions also, one question is compulsory. And for the rest 2, you have a choice. You need to attempt only one out of those 2 questions. So that is the main difference between the Nabard and RBI grade B phase 2 examination. Rest is similar. So after knowing the pattern of this examination, we must conclude that there are the important chapters or important subjects that you need to put more focus on. You need to put more focus on the ESI section, and you need to put more focus on the ARD section. Let's talk about the sources which I have concluded for myself for the preparation of these sections. So in this examination, I actually took a little help. I actually enrolled into the mentorship program conducted by Clarity. I took it right today, and I was just searching over the internet for various interviews of selected and non-selected candidates. I was looking for the advice, what sources to use, what could be the strategy for the examination. And when I was searching for it, I found out this channel, and I saw various aspirants who were selected, and they were being interviewed in this channel. So I actually listened to all the experiences of those candidates, and they also gave their number over their channel. So I contacted them, And I contacted the mentor and I talked about all those things that I have never prepared for ARD, how to prepare for it, and all of those things. And after talking to him, I realized that the mentorship that they are actually offering, I also saw a video regarding it. It was really very fruitful for every aspirant who's from a non-agriculture background and who wants to prepare for this kind of exam. So that is why I also found it affordable. The course, the mentorship, I actually purchased it for 2950 rupees. It was affordable for me, so I took it. And after taking that mentorship program, I enrolled into it. I am way behind the program because the mentorship program goes this way. It actually started in, I guess, May, so I'm way behind their schedule. But I need to, put my pace out to actually reach to the point where all the other aspirants are there. So for that, I will, make a separate video that how to actually reach. Many aspirants were asking me. I will make a small video for the Telegram channel itself. I will not broadcast it because I think most of the students should not have enrolled in this particular course or in this particular mentorship program. So I will make a small video for the Telegram channel itself, but I will talk about how to actually improve the pace to be at par with the level of all the candidates who are already enrolled in this mentorship program. So that is my main source for my preparation, a guiding source. You must say a guiding source. It's not totally, I'm not relying on ESI for this source because I have prepared for RBI grade B examination. I know my sources. I am sticking to those sources. For ARD, I am sticking to clarity, and there is also one source which I am going to talk about here. So let's talk about the main sections, that is the ESI section and the ARD section. I almost wrote finance and management because so many RBI videos are there in this channel. So for the ESI section, it will be asked in phase 1 also, and it will be asked in phase 2 also. And for the ARD section, same is the case, phase 1 and phase 2. Both these are very important. For the ESI section, we can segregate into static portion and the current portion. Same is the case for the phase 1 and phase 2. And same is for the ARD and ARD phase 1 and phase 2. That is the static and current. So for ESI paper, as far as the previous year questions are concerned, I did not see a lot of previous year question papers. I just saw one, and after talking to the mentor also, he actually guided me in this, which I'm going to actually preach his guidance, that for the ESI section, for the phase 1 examination or the phase 2 examination, there were hardly any questions from the static portion. For the ESI portion, there were hardly any questions from the static. So you don't need to put much emphasis on the static portion. Of course, you need the static portion, but only the important topics for the descriptive section of the phase 2. Not for the phase 1 examination, because hardly 2 to 3 questions were there in the phase 1 examination objective, and 1 to 2 questions regarding the objective paper of phase 2. So no need to go to the static portion in depth for the objective papers. For the descriptive papers, some of the important topics are needed to be covered. Important topics can be found out by seeing the previous year question papers. As soon as I'm done with the analysis of the previous year question papers, I will jot down the list of the important topics and I will put it over the Telegram channel, and I will also put a community tab post in this channel, in this YouTube channel also. So stay tuned for that. I will talk about each and everything here. And the most important thing, that is ESI current, about 70 to 80, or should I say 80+% of the questions were from the current affairs in the phase 1 of ESI also, and in phase 2 of ESI also, especially the objective part. So for that, I've already jotted down all the sources which you should be using for your ESI current affairs portion. That is the PIB, very very important. That is the affairs cloud, very very important. That is the newspapers which you are reading, very very important. So same should be the strategy for the coverage of current affairs of ESI. I have made a latest video for the RBI grade B phase 2 preparation regarding the ESI section. I have discussed so many things. Current affairs, I have discussed so many things. I will put the video right here on the iCard. You can definitely watch it, and you can definitely get the idea of how to cover the current affairs for the ESI section. Let me talk about the ARD section now. This is all about the ESI section. Put least emphasis on the static portion, put more emphasis on the current portion, and that least emphasis on the static portion, what should be the topics on which you should put focus on the static portion, that I will discuss later. That I will post those topics, the topics I will be discussing in the community tab post or on the Telegram channel after I get to know about the previous year question papers. I have not actually checked every question paper now. I've only checked one. So I will be talking about all of those things once I'm done with the previous year question papers. Let's talk about the ARD section. There are two sections, static and current. In both the phases, phase 1 and phase 2 objective, static and current affairs hold the ratio of 1:1. So you cannot actually ignore the static portion of ARD. It is very important for you to understand that you should put equal emphasis on the static portion and equal emphasis on the current portion. So for the static portion, I am relying on the Clarity master notes. They are actually providing the master notes and some lectures because I'm not aware of the concepts, and it will be easier for me to cover the whole lot in a lesser amount of time. But for my own personal preparation for improving the descriptive writing skills for the ARD static part especially, I've ordered a book for myself from the internet. I've ordered a book of Agriculture at a Glance by R.K. Sharma. I've heard that this book is really very important, and it will be really beneficial to actually frame good amount of answers in the descriptive portion of ARD static. And I actually saw the index of this book over the internet, and I found out that 80 to 90% of the syllabus of agriculture portion in ARD is covered in this book in one way or the other. So that is why I ordered this book. I've heard so many good reviews, but what to read, what to skip, how to read it faster, I will put a video regarding this after I get to know about this book, after I read this book. So that video will also be uploaded by me, but after a certain amount of time, because I also need to read this book. I also need to figure out how you can effectively read this book. So with all that strategy, I will take you through this book, that how to read it, what to skip, what is the extra data given, what to you need to ignore for your examination. I will make a detailed video regarding that after a few moments, after few days, because I also need to read this book. So this is my source for ARD and Clarity notes. That is it from my ARD static. For ARD current affairs, I actually researched for it, and I realized that the important source is the PIB itself for the ARD current affairs. What sections in PIB especially? Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, and Ministry of Rural Development, and Ministry of Panchayati Raj. But Ministry of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj you will eventually be reading while preparing for the ESI section. So there is not much work to do. The only thing that you need to put more focus on is the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. So all the news regarding this according to the syllabus of this examination will be relevant for your examination. So that is why you need to put more focus for the ESI and current affairs. What are the main sources for it? PIB website, any newspaper that you read, and Affairs Cloud. Affairs Cloud will also help you in the phase 1 GA portion. 20 questions are there for GA in phase 1, but remember that every aspirant who was selected or not selected, they actually recommended that you must read only the 3 to 4 months of GA from Affairs Cloud for the phase 1. Don't put much emphasis on the GA phase 1, because it will be, you only need 10 to 12 marks out of 20. I don't think you should stick to a particular score which you should actually be scoring in the examination. You must actually attempt maximum questions which you can, but only focus on the 3 to 4 months GA for the phase 1 examination. That is what I needed to say here. So I think I discussed everything. Yes, the decision making part, I'm relying on the Clarity here. I don't know about it. I read some of the concepts of decision making and all of those things in the management also. So if that comes, it will be eventually helping me. But all of you guys who are not preparing for RBI Grade B and are preparing for the Nabard examination, I will soon find a source for you guys for decision making, and I will definitely tell you how to prepare for the decision making portion, because I know it's a qualifying section only, but many aspirants who were detained out of this particular exam also were detained because they could not even qualify the decision making portion. So it could be a game changer. So I will definitely talk about the decision making portion, and I will tell you what could be the sources for you to read this particular portion. I'm relying on the clarity itself, but after that, if I find any good source, I will definitely tell you about it, or if I find a PDF, a free PDF for you guys, I will definitely upload it over the Telegram channel. So this was all about the current affairs, but there are also some of the important things that you need to prepare for the mains examination or the preliminary examination. So there are some important reports that you need to prepare. I researched about it and I found out some of the important reports. So there is a very important report from Nabard, that is Nabard All India Financial Inclusion Survey, NAFIS survey. This document can easily be downloaded from the Nabard website. I will upload the similar document over the Telegram channel, and it's about 180 plus pages document, but it's definitely readable. If you try to even read 10 to 20 pages per day, you will be done it in about 9 to 10 days. So you can definitely do it. The second survey is the agriculture census. It's a very big document, but I will try to find out summary, a short summary but effective summary for agriculture census, and I will try to upload it over Telegram channel. If you guys have it, if you guys have a free uncopyrighted summary of agriculture census, you can definitely upload it over the Telegram channel to help the fellow aspirants as well. Let's talk about the other report, that is the Nabard annual report, latest one. It will be also very helpful for you guys to go through the Nabard annual report, because many questions could be framed from this report. Obviously RBI annual report was important. For Nabard annual report would be important, so you should read it. If I find any summary, I will definitely upload it over Telegram channel. And periodic labor force survey, any data regarding it, any recent data regarding it in the PIB, you should definitely go for it. All of these things should be taken into consideration while preparing for the examination of Nabard grade A. Let's talk about the schemes. For the government schemes, I already told you in the previous lecture. For the government schemes, I told you about three sources, that is the PIB, Affairs Cloud, and Vision IAS documents. There are part 1 and 2. These are very important for government schemes, but for Nabard especially, they actually ask you about the state government schemes as well. You will find the important state government schemes over Affairs Cloud, very important for state government schemes, and PIB. PIB also talks about the state government schemes as well. So all the state government schemes in news could be asked in the examination. You can cover it from PIB and Affairs Cloud itself. So these are the sources for these are actually my sources for the preparation of Nabard grade A examination, along with the phase 1 and phase 2 pattern, and all of those things are discussed in this video. If you feel like there is any query which I did not answer in this particular video, comment it down below or ask it over Telegram channel. I will link everything over the description box, and I will be happy to answer all of your queries regarding anything in your mind. You guys know I responded to so many candidates today, and I try to respond to each and every person who asks the questions. So please bear with me if I do not answer you right away. Don't think that I'm ignoring you. It's just that I'm just one person and you guys are so many, so it is difficult to read each and everything, but I will try to answer everything. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you feel that any important source is missing, let me know down in the comment section, and I will be also checking out that source and give a review if that particular source is beneficial or not, and it would really help me also to improve my preparation for the Nabard grade examination. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I resolved each and every doubt of yours. Have a great day.